Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Google Forms. I am Dr. Emin Shelar from Department of Computer Science, KTHM College, Nasik. In this video, I am going to present use of Google Forms to collect data online through different users. Google Forms is a service provided by Google for every Gmail users through which we can collect online data from users. When you create a Google form, there is a unique URL or link is generated, and that link can be transmitted to various user to collect data. The data which is collected through Google form is stored in our Google Drive and in the form of spreadsheet actually. There is a no limit for number of submissions of data through Google Form. The most important feature of Google Form is that it provides automatic data analytics on data which is submitted. What we will learn in this video, initially we will see how to create a Google Form, how to add different types of questions in Google Form. Then various settings to be done. Then once data is collected, how to analyze the data, which is the responses from various users. Then how to add different images and videos in questions of Google Form. As well as we will also see how to create a quiz with the help of Google Forms for a variety of questions. And we will also discuss about how to provide a mathematical equations in Google Forms. And at last, we will also see how to support the various regional languages like Hindi or Marathi for creating Google Forms and quizzes. When you have to create a Google Form, then there are different ways. Either you can directly specify a URL forms.google.com, or you can go through this URL also docs.google.com/forms, or you may go to Google Apps and there you can open forms, and you can also go through Google Drive. There from there also you can open forms. Now let us see how to create Google Forms, how to add questions in Google Forms. Let us start Google Form using URL forms.google.com. Log into our Gmail ID. This will start untitled form. I will change the name of the form. Let us see, we take example of collecting data from students. Description. Information of student from science faculty. First, I want to ask name of student. So it's what type of answer that we are expecting? Short answer. Then to add next question. Now this is required, I will turn it on, means every user must have to enter the name of student. So that is a mandatory field. Next, I'll click plus to add a next question. Let us see student from which class. Now we are going to take information of science faculty student. So there will be different classes from science faculty. I will specify it is a drop down. That is first say FYBSc, SYBSc and TYBSc. So the three options we specify. So it's a mandatory required on. To add a next question, click on plus. Marks of previous exam. Now this will be a numeric. So we'll specify numeric, and every student must give in a numerical format. So I will specify this condition as is number, and if here I can specify the error message if this condition is not satisfied, that is validation of a response. Now this validation can give error message as it must be numeric if user is not giving response in a numeric. So every student must answer this, so required on. Next question I am going to ask, that languages known to the student. So we will specify this as a checkboxes, means student may select one or more options: English, Hindi, Marathi. I may give other option, Gujarati. So these are the four options given. Student may select one or more options from this. Ask for birth date. Now this is a date type, and required. That's all. This is the information about student that we are collecting through this Google form. After adding these questions, you may preview that form by clicking on this preview button. Let us enter some sample data. Name, we select a class from the given classes drop down. Marks of the previous exam, it must be numeric. If I am trying to enter a character, then it is giving error message, that is a validation. If I enter the numeric data, languages known, as I can select more than one. Birth date, and submit. The response is submitted. I'll close this response form. If you see here, there will be one response. I can click on response to see all responses. These responses can be actually viewed using this spreadsheet. Click on the create spreadsheet. It is asking for creating new spreadsheet. Selecting this. So I will select create. Click on this create. New spreadsheet will be created. This is the spreadsheet we have created. It is created now. Timestamp is also automatically generated in all other information. In this way, the whatever data collected from these different users will be created in the spreadsheet. Now I'll close this spreadsheet. I'll go to again these questions. Now I want to share this form with different users. Click on send button. Here you can send it through email. Means you can enter the email ID of all users to whom you want to send this Google form. Second way is link is created, that is URL. And this link can be shared to the different users through which Google form can be accepted online. You can shorten the URL, then you can copy this URL by clicking copy, and this is copied to clipboard. You can send that URL by email to other users. I will send it by email, so it's can send it to say this particular user. I can just insert the link, copy this URL here. This URL will be sent as an email to the user. Now, whenever you are forwarding this Google form, you may collect email addresses of all users. Turn on this checkbox to collect email address. To preview it, I will close this. You can see email address. Means here automatically email address will also be collected from the user while accepting responses through this Google form. This is how to send or share Google form link with different users. Now let us see different settings of Google form. You click on this settings button. You will see a general setting here. Now if collect email address is turned on, means it automatically collects email addresses of all respondents. Response receipts, if you turn on, means respondents will get a receipt of data which is submitted. If respondent request it, or if you turn on always, means for every respondents the data submitted or responses submitted will automatically received on email address. Next option is limit to one response. If it is turned on, means only one response is submitted by one user. That depends upon the email ID. Means for one email ID, only one response will be received. Therefore, if this is turned on, then every user who is going to submit the Google form, that user must sign in Google account. If it is turned off, then Google sign in is not required to the respondents. Then next one is edit. Respondents can edit after submit. If it is on, means after submission of the Google form, respondents can change the responses. Last option is summary chart. Respondents can see what are the responses and its summary at the end of the submission. Responses which are collected through this Google form can be seen in responses tab. I have entered sample 10 responses to see its data analytics. These responses can be viewed in spreadsheet by clicking on this spreadsheet button. You can see the timestamp, name, class, all fields information is actually stored in a spreadsheet. We can also share these responses to any user through email also. These responses can be either accepted or non-accepted. Means if you turn off this particular toggle button, then responses will not be accepted from the user. It will turn off. We can also see the summary of the responses which are written. You can see these are the email IDs of all responses, name, then class. Here data analytics is automatically prepared. If you see here, 40% student are from TY, 40% from FY, and only 20% from SY. Similarly, you can see the languages known. Here the summary chart, 100% student responded for English language, 50% for Hindi, and so on. So this is the summary of the responses which is automatically created by this Google Forms. We can also download these responses as a .csv file, and this CSV file can be open in spreadsheet Microsoft Excel. Then we can reuse it. We can print all the responses also. We can unlink the form if you don't want to accept the responses. We want to stop this Google form permanently. This link will be removed actually. We can unlink it now. I will cancel right now. So this is about how responses are being analyzed about the Google form. In this video, we have seen how to create Google Forms and collecting responses and analyzing them. In the next video, we will see how to create quizzes using Google Form and how to add different questions including images as well as mathematical equations and use of regional languages. Thank you.